May you state your name and the name of your business?
My name is Geraldine Walker. The name of my business is G&G Glory Salon.
Can you spell Gigi's G-I-G-I?
Just put G/G
G.
and G.
Glory Salon.
Glory Salon.
Today I want to interview you for my entrepreneurship class. And I'm going to ask you the following questions. Okay, first question. What sparked you to start a business?
Well, when I was a child, about 13 to about 15 years old, I used to get up on Saturday morning, clean my room up, and I would go in the community with my one comb, one press and comb, and one pair of curls. And I would go through the neighborhood. I had about 4 clients, and I would go and do their hair, $1.50 per person. And so when I became grown, I went to school and pursued it.
Okay. Second question. What sacrifices have you made to be a successful entrepreneur?
Well, one sacrifice is that when I opened my own business, I had 2 children. And my first month, it was really a sacrifice, but I got married about 6 months before I opened my business up. And it was a real sacrifice. I only made like $125 for the whole month. So it was a sacrifice because for the first 10 years, my business didn't flourish like I really wanted it to. But 25 years, it has been very successful.
Okay. Next question. What have been some of your failures and what have you learned from them?
Well, some of my failures has been, well, I wouldn't say I have, well, anytime it's more than one, it's considered as failure more than one. But anyway, one of my failures, I guess, would say that I had rules and regulations. And I think I really could have presented them with more love than what I did. But I had rules and regulations that caused some hardship in my business.
How many hours do you work a day?
Well, when I started working, I was doing anywhere from 10 to 11 hours per day, 6 days a week. But now, within the past, the past 10 years, I've narrowed it down because I'm older now. And I've narrowed it down to maybe, I might do 20 hours a week. And that's just, I've cut my days back to 3 days a week. So, the older I get, the more I cut back on days.
Okay. Okay, next question. Is your company profitable, or what is your profit for last year?
My profit, my company is very profitable because in 1995, I moved into the business district. And in 1995, moving into the business district, I purchased a building. And so the building is 2 parts. One part I rent out. So that made it, that part paid for the whole building. I came out of nothing out of my pocket for it. And then even now I've had, in this business, you have operators to come in. In other words, people come in and rent space from you. And that has been very successful. Now this year, well, you want to know the question, what I profited last year? Well, I would say profiting with next door, the real half of it, what I rent out from that, and then over here, I would say I profited maybe about $35,000, $40,000.
Okay, next question. What is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
Being my own boss. I don't have to answer to anybody but the state, the city, and the county. As long as I keep those licenses up.
Okay. To what do you most attribute to your success?
Well, I contributed to
Okay. How do you build a successful customer base?
Well, first of all, you got to get the feel of your client. And when they first come in, just casual talking, like, you try to learn their names, and, is anybody who preferred them to me and that kind of stuff. You kind of like get the feel of them after 2 or 3 times of coming up in, and you kind of build a relationship with them before they come.
Next question. How has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
It has affected my family life because I've always been the type, when my children were small, I was working, had a house built into the back of my home. And my husband converted that into a beauty salon. So I had the opportunity to, when my children got out of school, I was at home, but I still was working. And when I could take them to school in the morning, so that was the good part about working then, basically at home. But then when I moved out here, they was in high school or either in college. So it wasn't a bad effect. It was a good effect on my family. And we got a chance to do more things as a family because when my income increased every year, my income increased. We did a lot of things as family. And I was there for my children. That was the best part about working for myself and then being at home working.
Yeah. Okay. What 3 pieces of advice would you give to someone who wants to become an entrepreneur?
Well, if you want to go into this field, you got to have a good attitude. You got to have a good attitude. You got to come into it treating people right. And once you get a close relationship with your people, they will seem more like family to you. And you're not going to do anything to hurt family. They're going to seem more like family to you, and you are going to build that relationship with each other. So that's one good thing about it. And I mean, you just got to have a good attitude about it. You got to have a good attitude about it.
Okay. Now, what made you so interested in hair?
As I said in the beginning, when I was a child, about 12 years old, I always just wanted to press hair. So my sister, my older sister, she enticed me to hair. So I started on her hair, and then my mother had 8 girls, so I was the oldest girl. So they gave me an opportunity to first just start playing around with just doing hair without any chemicals and pressing and that kind of stuff. And the older I got inquisitive about pressing hair. And so that started me out then naturally when I went to school. Well, really before I started school, I started doing my classmates who was in high school. I would do their perm. They'd come to the house on Saturday, I would do their perm. No money was involved with my classmates. They didn't have money. But yeah, they were broke just like I was. It just gave me a joy of doing it for them.
Okay, now, how does it feel to know that you make your own hours, that you work for yourself? Is it a good feeling?
Yes. I mean, I can't explain how blessed I feel with that. It has always been 25, almost 30 years, over 30 years I've been doing this. I got the opportunity when we want to go on vacation, but now I've always, from day one, make sure that my clients are taken care of before I leave. If I have to change appointments around, I always put a sign up and tell them, hey, this here, I put it like maybe 3 weeks before where I'm going. Let them know when I'm going, who it's going to affect. I put everybody's name up there, who it's going to affect. And I make sure that they are taken care of. And when you build that good relationship with them, I mean, they're going to just jump. Because now when I say I'm going somewhere, they say, Jerry, I don't have to come Friday. I'll come next week or something like that. So that's from building a good relationship with them. But one of the good things is we could go on vacation and I could just maneuver my hours to my advantage.
Last question. How did you come up with the name of your salon?
The name of my salon, I am a saved person, and I have no shame in my game about that. I tell the President of the United States, I am a saved person. I love Jesus, and I do. Been very good to me. That from the beginning, I had one person that figured out what that G&G was about. And it was a little 17-year-old girl. She asked her mother, said, I don't know where Jerry get that G&G from. And she said, Mama said, no, Miss Jerry, I bet that's God Jerry. And that's exactly what it is. That first G is for God, and the next G is for Jerry. God Jerry. We work this together.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for your time.
You're welcome. It's so very welcome. And I wish you all the luck.